Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the house for the world's most dangerous podcast. I am your host, Stevie Ray, and we call this Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. Hope everybody had a great Father's Day yesterday. I know I did. And everybody's still hitting me up, man, about the interview last week with Ryback. Now, I know I went a little off script with some of the knuckleheads that like to call in and do some of the crazy stuff that they're into, brother. But like I say, man, this ain't the show to hash out your grievances about stuff that I ain't got nothing to do with, baby. I'm about Stevie Ray. I'm about what I do, not somebody else, man. But at the end of the day, I apologize for some of the words and things that I use. What's up, Real Cool? What's up, Calcutta? What's up, Nas? And I got all my boys on Facebook right now chiming in. Turn the music down a little bit, but like I said, man, hope everybody had a great Father's Day. And today is Juneteenth. If anybody don't know what Juneteenth is, it's a holiday that, Joe Biden made an official holiday. And it's about, when the slaves were freed here in Texas, where I live. Do you know they didn't tell us for 2 years we was free? When you go up to your slave master and ask him, hey, slave master, I think we're free. You know the slave master say? No, man, that's just a rumor, dog. Don't believe that. That's how they did us, dog. That's how they did us. You say, well, I got 2 more years out of them, bro. You can't make this up, man. What's going on, Peter in Ireland, brother? But it is what it is, man. But yeah, man. What's up, Kron? What's up, Real Cool? My weekend was great, Calcutta, bro. My weekend was great, man. I'm going to tell you something, man. My daughter took me out Saturday night because she had to work Sunday. And Sunday, I didn't do anything, man. It was just so hot, and I had been ripping and running all day Saturday. I really wanted to chill out. But she wanted to go take me out to dinner. And then I came home. And then I was talking on the phone with a friend of mine till early in the morning, man. Like 3:30 in the morning. So the next day I couldn't even get up, bro. I couldn't even get up, man. I just chilled, watched auto racing, man, and which is that time of the year for me, man. Everybody knows I'm a big auto racing fan, man. What's up, Mike? But what's up, Peter? Calcutta, what you got to say? What do you think? Somebody asked me this on social media also. Nas is asking, what do you think if Punk was being pushy, not cutting promos on Soft Wrestler by name? Hey, bro, that's a part of the show. It's a part of the show. Wrestlers do what they do to bring excitement to the show. Who gives a shit? Ryback has been in wrestling news feed this weekend, cutting a lot of attention on the challenge to go. But yeah, I know, Calcutta. Well, that was the whole purpose, man. That was the whole purpose. Let's get this party started, bro. Let's get the party started, man. That's why I don't understand why people are so inept about so many things, man. Let the smallest of things bother them. Somebody else's business, bro. How that work? Seriously, how that work? Man, I don't care about nobody else's business but mine. We got to think about those kind of things, know. Dream match. How you doing, man? Appreciate that. Nancy's asking me, do I think if I was Punk? First of all, don't even put me in those hypothetical things like that. If I was Punk, I ain't Punk. I ain't never gonna be Punk. I'm Stevie Ray, bro. Stevie Ray does things his way. Okay, a lot of other guys see things their way. You know, that's just the way it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what these guys are really going through today, why they have to do the things that they have to do today, but that's today. You know, in years before, we took care of things differently. But now you got social media driving everything that we do as far as what we think, how we walk, how we talk, how we act, how we, you know, take care of problems and things like that. That I can't really put myself in a position of what wrestlers go through today, because I never had to deal with that. You know, what I dealt with. And we didn't care about all this other bullshit that went on, about people having opinions about this, that, and the other. We didn't care about that, bro. Our main goal was to get the job done. Just get the job done. How hard is that? Mike says AEW is getting hot. I think you're right, man. It's an audience out there for them. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to tap into that audience, man. That's what the wrestling business is about. Tapping into the audience, get your following, and you're going to have some mistakes. But you learn from your mistakes. You're going to have some mistakes. Learn from them. Make the product better. It's still about selling a product. That's professional wrestling. That's anything. That's business, period. Selling the product. And it ain't going to be great all the time, but at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. You make a mistake, boom, correct the mistake, move forward. It ain't the end of the world. Same thing I tell anybody about anything, brother. It's okay to make mistakes. It's not the end of the world. Learn from it. Move on. It's when you get stuck in doing the same shit over and over and the same mistakes over and over. Gregor, what's going on, brother? How you doing? You know, that's when you get stuck in the mud or swimming in quicksand, you know. Kron just said, okay, so Punk returned, but even Punk wasn't stealing Jey Uso's thunder. I mean, when you put things in that perspective, you know, Jey Uso is over here, Punk is over here. The thing about wrestling company, you can't worry about what other people doing. Can't worry about that. Because if you're out there worrying about what other people are doing, bro, then what the fuck you get up in the morning for? I get up in the morning, I got tunnel vision about what I got to do. Me, Stevie Ray. That's what I'm thinking about. That's why it's hard for me to go on podcasts and talk about things from the past. It's hard for me to talk about things from the past because I'm one of those people that's got tunnel vision, man. And when I got something going on, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm a fan of the past, but I'm a prophet for the future. That's just the way I'm built. You know, that's just the way I'm built. And at the end of the day, do you. You see these athletes now that got shirts say, I'm him, stuff like that. I'm her. Be you. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know? Hey, Kathy, what's up? But you know, like I was saying, brother, the stuff ain't going nowhere. Everybody's got an opinion about something. But at the end of the day, brother, you got to do what you got to do. And, you know, stealing somebody else's thunder, whatever. At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. People will always respect you for that. The biters of the world, the people that always try to be like other people, you're never going to be appreciated, bro. Never, to a certain degree, because there's always somebody else that did it before you. Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. Holler at your boy.
Hey, what's going on, Stevie Ray?
Who's this?
How you doing, bud? This is Chase. I was just calling in. I was going to let you know I called in with the Ryback. Came on the show too, but for some reason, whoever made your flyer, they put the wrong number on there.
Really?
Yes, sir. They put the 246 instead of the 243.
What?
To go back and check that out. I think you would have had a lot more calls coming in, to be honest.
Well, really and truly, I'm glad I didn't have a lot of calls. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't open the phones up until pretty much the end of the show. So I'm glad I didn't have a lot of calls. But I recited the number on the show, though. Is that where you got it?
Okay. I didn't catch the whole show. I just got into it like 15 minutes of it in. I know he said it was a certain time that y'all were coming on and stuff, so I didn't catch the first part of the show.
Okay, so a lot of people got it from me saying it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done it tonight because, you know, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I usually do it when I got a guess, you know. But I don't know how. I'm going to have to go back and look at that, man. I didn't even notice it.
I have a lot of respect for you, brother. I ran into your brother several times. I went out to STEVIE in Tampa to try to pursue this wrestling career. My father, he's the owner of Powerhouse in Tampa. His name's Eddie Minute.
Okay.
He runs the Powerhouse out there. He's been running it for about 20 years. I came from California out here to Florida, and so I knew Ryan Reeves and a couple of the guys. He used to work out at my dad's gym and then Gold's Gym over there in St. Pete. I knew him for a very, very long time. To tell you the truth, I couldn't really speak too highly of Ryan. To tell you the truth, he let me down in a lot of different ways. But when it came to you, I saw how you handled it. It gave me a lot of a lot of respect there, brother. Because you have your brother's side, and you never went and took sides. You kind of say, I'm gonna listen to this whole thing,
right?
And I'm gonna see what's right and what's wrong for myself.
Right.
So that's a lot of respect on your end.
Well, the thing is this, brother. Anybody can have disagreements. You know what I'm saying? Disagreements ain't hard to, you know what I'm saying, get around or get over. Disagreements, I mean, sometimes it's just a misunderstanding. But a lot of people nowadays take small things and make them into big things, and it's really uncalled for.
That's right.
It's really uncalled for. At the end of the day, if you got mutual respect or just listening, sometimes when people ask you, do you understand? You know what I say? I don't understand, but I comprehend.
Wow.
You dig?
Yes, sir.
Big difference. Big difference. Just because I heard you don't mean I understand you. But if I understand you to a certain degree, I actually can comprehend that. So then we're on the same page. That's the difference.
And I really think that's why you and your brother made it so far, and that's why so many people around the world that respect you guys, even in the industry or out of the industry,
right.
They really, really look up to you guys, brother, because number one, you guys made it. You made it to the top levels of this wrestling career that anybody possibly could have. But you guys, you still looked at life, you still looked at people like, I'm still here to learn. I still could learn more.
Exactly.
No matter what you're doing in life, if it's working out, if it's in the gym, you know this best, I'm sure, more than anybody speaking to the choir. But it's just like you don't ever want to go in with that mentality that you know everything, you know, because whoever is the veteran of the sport, whoever's put all of their life and support into that sport, you want to give them that respect as well. And there's always room for learning, for God's sakes.
Most definitely, brother. That's when we see things. That's when we see things start to crumble and come down. When everybody think they know everything. That's impossible, bro. Like I say, every day I get up, brother, I got tunnel vision about what I'm going to do, not what I used to do or what I've done in the past. That keeps me excited, and that keeps me wanting to go forward. So that's, in essence, you want to learn.
So would you say what is your number one drive, to this day? Because you obviously stay in wonderful shape. You and your brother, y'all both, obviously still active in the gym. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter what age, you're still going. So what pushes you? What's the honest God question? The answer, that pushes you. Is it your family? What is it at this point that still pushes you day by day?
I don't know, man. I think it's just the unknown of tomorrow.
Really?
It's just the unknown of tomorrow, and I got a lifestyle that I've been living for the past 40 years. I still live the same lifestyle. Same thing, other than the fact that don't get out as much in the public like I used to in party and stuff like that. But other than that, I still got the same state of mind when I get up in the morning. Same state of mind. And I kind of like it, bro. That's my world. If that makes
Kind of
sense.
like who you are, a part of who you are now.
Yeah. Yeah. And that keeps me going, man. It keeps me interested, keeps me on my toes. It's always something around the corner, man. You know, and I don't want to be late.
I tell you, I always wondered because, especially with sports like MLB, NBA basketball, even football, they have this off season. They go hard 6 months or whatever it is, and then they get off this full off season. But the wrestlers, it used to be 5 days a week. I mean, they travel, and the really, really hard, tough schedules and stuff that they have. And then there's no off season.
Right.
You have to pretty much go all year, and you have to work through all the injuries or whatever it takes because you don't want to put yourself on the map as getting injured or injuring someone else and stuff like that. But that's why, to me, honest to God, I have such respect for the wrestlers because, there's no off season, and you really have to really, really know what you're doing. You have to go. You're going through airports, you're traveling, rental cars, hotels, all this. You're gonna have to still keep your diet down right.
Right.
You have to get to these gyms. It's a very difficult life, brother. It's a very, very, and you firsthand. I don't know. I think whenever you've achieved it and you've lived it, and I think if you can get through that, you can get through anything in life.
And that's the thing, man. That's the thing, Chase. It's very, very challenging. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very challenging because it's still the wrestling business is still the entertainment business, and the entertainment business is taxing on your mind. The wrestling business also is taxing on your body. So you're getting it from both ends, 24/7, 365. And that's, man, if you can go through that, you can go through anything. And that's why you see so many people, in our business going down the wrong road sometimes, man, because it's very taxing mentally.
Yes, sir.
Physically is one thing, mentally is another. And we know all the horror stories from different people, you know what I'm saying? But
Yes, sir.
it's very, very taxing on the mind, more so than the body.
Power on.
I'll tell you, my first week at STEVIE, we hit the ropes. Steve Curran had us out there hitting ropes and stuff, and giving some good promos and stuff like that. And I tell you, just from hitting the ropes, people don't realize. We wake up the next day, your the side of your lats torn up. People just don't realize how much physicality that it is. And when they use the F word and such disrespect, I think it's such a disrespect to you guys, the ones that have went through it all and put their life and put their bodies and stuff on the line. That's why I get so offended by that. I'm not a wrestler by no means. I went to go pursue one, and I wound up not doing it.
Right.
But it's just, to me, it's just such a disrespect when I do hear, especially with someone in the industry that's been there, that has done it as well, and then they say something like that. It's a really big letdown,
You know something, professional wrestling is a very misunderstood business, and it's very misunderstood occupation. And that's why I have a problem with so many people that think they know this business and think they know what's really going on. That's one of the things that really rub me the wrong way sometimes because of, social media and people putting things out there, and they actually think they know as much about it as the people that do it, and that is so far from the truth. But at the end of the day, I guess everything in every industry of entertainment is going through the same thing, man. And that's why people get so mentally invested into something they actually don't know anything about. So that's why you have some of these misunderstandings and whatnot sometimes. But hey, man, I got to get Jimmy on the show, man. I appreciate you calling in, bro. Don't be a stranger.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And tell your brother I said hello, too.
I will do that, man. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was my boy Chance coming in. But I'm looking for Jimmy Tibbs.
That was a good interview, my friend.
Which one?
The guy you were just talking to on the phone.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Ryback last week.
No, I missed that one, but the fellow you were talking to, that was good. You were breaking it down. and
Oh
people
yeah.
don't know how mentally challenging these things. That's why I like reading these wrestling books. You know, like I told you, I was reading Bob Backlund's book, and it's just amazing, man. What we see as the fans. Okay, it's like this. It's like this poster behind me. I made that. I put that together as a fan.
Right.
Flair versus Backlund.
Right.
You know, but when you see how that sausage is made, you know.
Man, I got a cramp in my stomach.
No.
My boy Reggie Johnson just chimed in. What's up, Reggie? Damn. Oh God, I think I must have went too hard on the abs today. No, I tell you what it is. I don't have. I guess I don't have enough water or something, man. I'm cramping up.
There you go.
You know, and then the heat and everything down how it is in Texas right now.
What's it been like over there, man?
100, 101.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man.
We had 4 days in a row, Stevie, over 100 degrees.
Ooh, Lord Jesus, man, I'm hurting, man. Oh, I got a cramp, but I'm about to go get some electrolytes or something in me when
There you go.
I start to bring some up, and I'm like, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Stevie, go put yourself on pause and go get some of that Gatorade, brother.
Woo, man.
Rub some dirt on it.
Now, my boy Johnny said he couldn't hear the caller. Johnny, you got to go over to Stevie Ray TV on YouTube. And you too, Reggie, and you too, Yellow Man, and you too, Nathaniel. Go over to Stevie Ray TV on YouTube. Okay, right now, Stevie Ray TV on YouTube. Become a subscriber, and you guys can see the show. Like right now, I'm talking to Jimmy. I'm just seeing you guys on my phone because I was talking to you before I started the show, and my phone is still on. I really don't do the podcast on social media, only on Twitch and YouTube. So you guys can go to Stevie Ray TV on Twitch or Stevie Ray TV on YouTube, and you'll be able to hear when people call in and stuff like that. But Jimmy could hear me loud and clear. He was just talking about it. So Johnny just said, okay. And you too, Reggie. Reggie been on the show, man, 2 times, and he looking at me on Facebook. Reggie Johnson, former middleweight champion of the world. Former light heavyweight champion of the world. And he looking at me on Facebook, man. What's wrong with him, bro?
Well, didn't you used to have Facebook? You could hear the guest.
Well, yeah, but I don't do it anymore.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I'm not trying to build a Facebook audience anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you got the Twitch audience built up pretty good. And then I started trying to build up the YouTube audience. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if people are looking on that, what are they going to do?
Right.
They're not going to go to any of the floor mats of which revenue could be made from it. You dig?
There you go. That mean green.
But anyway, man, let me see. You missed a good show, Jimmy, and hope your Father's Day went all right. Daniel says, I'm on the West Coast. I probably die until, yeah, Daniel, you be dead, bro. You be like one of those armadillos trying to get across the highway, man. And it's so hot, you get ran over by a car. That's what would happen to you, Daniel. Cal Cutter just said, as Arn Anderson said, if everyone did professional wrestling, then some people would be out of a job. It's not for everyone. But if you are serious enough to do it, then you might have a chance to succeed. There's always that chance, Cal Cutter. Always that chance. A very slight chance. Walt just said 100 in Dallas. I know it is, man. I got Ken folks up there.
Yeah,
but anyway,
we've
Jimmy,
been breaking them, man. It's been over 100.
Jimmy, we had a great show with Ryback, man. Had a great show.
It was good.
Vince Russo came on for a couple of seconds.
Whoa!
Yeah. Vince came on as an unexpected entry. You know, unexpected entry. Chris Dillsworth, I let Chris come on and ask Ryback a couple of questions. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And Chris is, you know, helping him promote his deal because Chris has been doing my flyers for me lately, and Chris is a hell of a graphics guy. Man, did you see that? Did you see that flyer for it? Did I send you that flyer?
Was it on Facebook?
Yeah, it was on everything.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
he made that?
Yeah, Chris is, oh man, he made 2 of them. He made one with the music behind it and everything also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris is bruh. This guy's he's good. He's good. So he been he did that thing for me in, oh my God, man, 20 minutes?
Damn.
20, 30 minutes? I called him up and said, hey man, I'm having Ryback on the show.
Boom, boom, boom.
He hit me back and said, hey man, how's this? I'm
What's
like,
up?
damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. And then he had to change a couple of things. Chance that just called in said he had the phone number wrong. I didn't even look at the phone number because I told him to put the phone number on there for call-ins.
Phone number was wrong?
He said, well, I didn't even look at the phone number. I just assumed it was right. You know, I didn't know.
Yeah. That's what happens when you move to the country and can't speak the language. Yeah.
And then,
wow. Well, good, man. Good.
And then Ryback was explaining how when the first time he met me when he was 19, I was out in Vegas, and Russo was on. That's when Russo was on. He said, well, Stevie was out. You know, I met him, he talked to me and blah, 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 and he was out there for the drag show. You know, like that. And then Russo go, wait a minute. Russo like, Stevie Ray participating in the drags. Oh, man, we laughed so hard. But he meant to say drag racing.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my God, what a pop. And my boy done made it into a clip and put it out on social media, bro.
Yeah.
My God.
He thought you was from an episode of Oz.
Well, like I said, like I told him, I've been to drag shows before, and I'm not ashamed of it.
Yeah.
I'm not. I've been to live drag shows. I'm not saying I'm a person that's gone to a lot, but I've been to a couple of few.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And was what it was. I was very entertained. Because I came up in the 70s, and one of the biggest disco singers of the 70s was a guy by the name of Sylvester. He had songs called You Make Me Feel Mighty, Mighty Real. You remember that?
Yeah. Is that the one? You better not work it?
Huh?
Is that Sylvester? You better not work it now.
I don't know if that was him. He had a few shows. He had a few songs.
Yeah, I know who that is.
And Sylvester on some of his albums would dress in drag.
Yeah.
So back in those days, if you see what I'm saying, late 70s, early 80s, that was a big thing. Yeah. And you got to realize I worked in clubs.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So brother, if it's been done, I've seen it more times than one, because in my line of work, nothing bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Being around gay people never bothered me. Being around people that want to dress like women, whether they're gay or not, it never bothered me. You know, I mean, all this stuff that people are going through now and having a problem with now because they're making it a problem because of political reasons.
Right.
I don't even sweat it, bro. It's old news to me, bro, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
This 40-something years ago, bro.
Yeah.
You know, at least 40 years, you know?
Way before RuPaul.
Yeah, RuPaul. Way before RuPaul. That's new stuff. RuPaul Drag Race. That's new stuff. What you talking about, man? That's new stuff.
Yeah. But, you know, right, but you know, if you wasn't born and you don't know it, it's just like what's big now in the Austin scene is this Kill Tony show.
Uh-huh.
And you know, a lot of comedians go down there and you know, you get on stage for a minute and if you don't do great, they'll eat you for lunch, right?
Right.
And I'm like, that ain't nothing new. That's called a gong show.
Right.
That's all it is.
Right.
Ain't nothing changed. It's
Ain't
the
nothing
gong
changed.
show. It's the
Ain't
gong
nothing changed.
show. You have a gong show?
Yeah.
The guy come out there. What's the fat guy that would come out there dancing? Gene, a dancing machine, and you know, it's the gong show. That's all that is.
Yeah.
You know, but it's in a comedy club. That's the only difference.
Wait a minute. Oswald just asked me something. What about the kids and the surgeries? I don't really give a fuck about kids and surgeries. Why are you asking me about that?
The surgeries?
I mean, I'm talking about show business. I don't give two shits about what people want to do with their kids. And I hope I'm 100% clear on that. He asked me, what about the kids and the surgery? What the fuck does that have to do with what I'm talking about? It's two totally different things. Seriously, I'm talking about entertainment. And I just got through making reference to how they have taken things and politicized it. So why is it that somebody can't listen to what the fuck I'm saying and then ask me something that's conducive to what I'm saying? Why is that? What about the kids and their surgeries? You tell me. I don't give a shit. It ain't my kid. My kid, a grown woman doing her thing. Just got through telling me about a relationship, that she's been in a relationship, but she's getting serious. That's my kid.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's my kid. All that other bullshit, I don't give two shits about, bro. Like I told them guys last week, don't bring shit on my show that I'm not talking about. Because I didn't say shit political. Nothing. I didn't say nothing political. I said how people have taken this thing that's been around for a zillion years and making it political. They're letting kids have sex changes. And what that's got to do with me? Or what I was talking about? Oswalter? Ain't got nothing to do with me. Take care of your kids. Stop worrying about somebody else's. That would be my advice to you. With all due respect. Yeah. But anyway, Jimmy, go ahead.
Okay. Can we get an interview with the soon-to-be son-in-law of Stevie Ray's? you can bring him on the show. We can vet him. We can vet him, Stevie.
Nah. You know what, man? My daughter is a very good judge of character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's always has been. And if she's serious about somebody, I know it's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a good dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just the way she was raised. She's not a person, she ain't out there in the wind over men. You've met my daughter. She got a level head on her shoulder, and she about her business, bro. But she knows how to be a lady when it's time to be a lady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
That simple.
Love it. Still would be fun. Still would be fun to vet the soon to be son.
Now, I didn't say all of that. I'm just letting people know the kind of relationship I got with my daughter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As he was asking me about what they doing with kids, as if I give a fuck. I don't work at the hospital. I'm not a doctor.
I don't work at the hospital.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what go on with, with all due respect, brother, I don't waste time or my mental aptitude on shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. There's 50,000 things I got going on, and I'm gonna be worrying about what about the kids? Shit, what about the new kids on the block? What about them? What about the Backstreet Boys? I mean, what about? I'm gonna worry about them too.
Is that Mark Wahlberg, the new kid?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You remember back in the day when the manager was jealous of him, and he said they were lip syncing. They went on to send you a hall, and they did all them songs in 4 minutes. They do one, then do another.
Was that the Backstreet Boys?
No, the new kids on the block.
Were the new kids?
Yeah, somebody got jealous.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, somebody in there, with the team or something got jealous, and this was around the time of the Vanilli shit, when that came out, and so he tried to throw some dirt on them, and they went on Arsenio Hall, and they did all the songs, like what do you call that?
Them guys could sing, man.
Yeah, but compilation, they just boom,
yeah,
boom.
right.
But that
I don't remember that. I'll have to pull that back up.
That was a long time ago, man. But
Dude needs say you got the right stuff. I love that song, Dude.
There you go. Yeah,
you got
all
the right stuff. Now, I'm gonna tell you a story. Now, the new kids were before my daughter. Okay, that's like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
But my daughter's time was the Backstreet Boys. You know what I'm saying? And my buddy was doing security for the Backstreet Boys. And he was coming in town. And he called me up and said, hey, man, I'm coming in town with the Backstreet, because he worked with all kind of different groups. You know what I'm saying? All kind of different bands and groups. He's been all over the world 20 times. That's what he does for a living. And he was like, hey man, I'm coming in town with the Backstreet Boys. You think your daughter would like to go to the concert? And I'm like, yeah, man, she loved the Backstreet Boys, you know, because that was her time. She was a kid then, you know. So I was letting my daughter listen to, I had an old New Kids on the Block CD or tape or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was letting her listen to it. She was a kid then, man. First, second, third grade, something like that. And she really liked the music. And there's one song, I can't remember the song, but it was like a slow song. And it had the little Joey McIntyre. He was the youngest one. Had little Joey thing. You know, it kind of sounded like a Michael
That's the
Jackson.
Shy-Lights. They were doing
Yeah,
it. They redid the Shy-Lights.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like the Shy-Lights anyway. And then she thought they were black the whole time. I had never told her they were little white kids, right? And I found the box that it came in, you know, with the pictures of it on it and stuff like that. And I showed it to her, right? I showed it to her. She's a kid now. You got to realize she's little. And I say, this is the New Kids on the Block right here. And she got the thing and looked at it. And she got this scowl on her face and like, Daddy, that's not New Kids on the Block. That's little white kids on the block. I almost had a wreck. I almost had an accident. It was so funny. She was like, no, that's not. Oh my God, man. It was so funny. You know, so my buddy came in town and I took her to the concert. So we got to go in the back. You know how they do the celebrities and stuff. We got to go in the back, you know, where they and meet them and stuff like that. And it was so cool. And remember Debbie Gibson?
Oh, yeah. Shake Your Love.
Yeah. Shake your love. Just shake, shake, shake your love. But anyway, Debbie Gibson was there with also in the back. And we got the chance to meet him and stuff like that. And then they was like, hey man, is it okay if we take your daughter up on stage with us? And I'm like, okay, yeah. So they do this little number where they take a few kids on stage with them and stuff like that. And my daughter went on and I took a picture, you know. I still got that picture to this day, you know what I'm saying? Of my daughter being on stage with her favorite group, the Backstreet Boys.
You know what? That must have been, what, 99?
99, 2000, right in there.
I'm going to tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because if they came to Houston, that means they were in New Orleans. Because my daughter would come down on vacation in summertime,
Like Lori,
spend time with me.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about we got to go to the Superdome to see some new kids on, you know, the Backstreet Boys or something like that. You know, I'm like, who?
Right.
And I
You didn't know him?
I didn't know who the hell that was. I knew New Kids on the Block, right? You know, but
Right.
you know, life changes. You don't keep up with that shit.
Well, the only
like-
reason I kept up with it because my daughter loved them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they was a part of that Nickelodeon thing and all that
All
kind
that
of stuff.
stuff. All
Yeah.
that stuff. Yes. So I go to get these tickets and sure enough, I get the damn tickets. And we're there, and next to me is a kid with his mom.
Uh-huh.
And they say, okay, the opening act was Deborah Gibson.
Really?
So me and the mom, we going, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
shake your love. You know, we bring it into it. And the kids are looking at us like, what the hell y'all doing? You know, because we knew who Debbie
Right.
Gibson was. So yeah, I remember that. And God, so they finally came out, the Backstreet Boys, and my daughter just gone bananas, and that's Justin and all this kind of stuff.
Oh my God.
Apparently
man.
Justin was dating Britney Spears at the time, or they broke out. She was telling me the whole thing.
Oh no, that's Justin Timberlake and them. That's
Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. That's not New Kids on the Block. That's
The Backstreet Boys.
I mean, that's not the Backstreet Boys. That's New Kid. No, not the Backstreet Boys. They call something else.
NSYNC.
NSYNC.
I'm sorry.
NSYNC.
NSYNC.
Hold on, Jimmy. Let's see what we got here. Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. Holla at your boy.
Undisputed Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. Hello, it's Kamal. And I just have to say
greetings. The experience is greater than vacancy. You know, manifesting the experiences of the quote unquote mind, first and foremost.
Okay, what you got for me?
But today, I just call, I'll elaborate creativity. Be on the lookout. Creativity is going to cultivate greater. The energy of cultivation, energy of creativity. But I call right now to acknowledge, I see them visually, I visually acknowledge them, but I call to acknowledge Jimmy Tibbs.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know he's on right now, correct?
He's here. He can hear you.
All right, well, hey, Jimmy Tibbs, I just called to acknowledge, this is Kamal. You know, Kamal, I've been seeing you for 5 years. I visually acknowledge you first, you know, visual acknowledgement first. So I see you, I acknowledge you, but I'm acknowledging you vocally right now. I was going to say this real fast about, you know, with your gifting career. Just keep cultivating, keep manifesting your career and refreshing, you know, the characteristics of your career. And most of all, since you're a stand-up comedian, comic, and on-stage performer, have fun being funny. I'm going to say it one more time. Have fun being funny, because you have to have fun first before you can ever expect or wait for the crowd to laugh. So have fun first. Even if the crowd don't laugh, you got to have fun up on the stage.
Absolutely.
You get that?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, he got it.
He's spot on, Stevie.
You got it? So like,
I hear you.
Yeah, you got to have fun. Yeah, you got to undisputed, Jimmy Tibbs. You got to have fun being funny, because if you look at the word funny, the word right there is fun. So have fun being funny. Don't expect the crowd to laugh. If they laugh, but you got to have fun first.
Right.
That's the editor from Dale's book.
And what would he have to say about that? I want to listen to what he has to say about that.
Well, you're gonna have to go back to the show and listen. You can't hear him over the mic.
Oh, yeah, but since I can't hear him on the mic, I'm listening over the show. But Steve Ray, what do you have to say about that concept?
I'm not a comedian.
No, I'm talking about based on your observation about just the concept and the general energy of having fun.
I tell you, I laugh at everything.
Everything?
I laugh at everything. I laugh at all my own jokes.
That's like the same thing. Never lose your sense of humor.
You know, I laugh at all of my own jokes, man. So I'm laughing all the time. So if I was a comedian,
you know, it's a solution. You know what I mean? It's a balance.
Yeah, if I was a comedian, I would be laughing 24/7, man.
You would.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's all about.
I'll be laughing 24/7. You know.
Yeah, but this,
I love to laugh, and I love people with a sense of humor. I really do.
yeah, and that's just a balance, man. It's all about that diversity balance, because diversity is the ultra power. Because diversity makes things fascinating as opposed to, you know, being limited. It's one thing to be consistent with the level of your lane, but it's another thing to be limited. Being consistent and being limited is not the same thing. You know what I mean?
Hitman said he laughed every time his medical bills come in. Good thing he got a good sense of humor about that. He's a good dude, man. But all right, brother, I'm gonna let Jimmy answer that now. I'll get back with you, Kamal.
Yeah, just keep observing. Observation is an experience too, Stevie Ray. That's your word of the day.
That's true.
Observation is an experience too, so that's how you can have a conclusion about something, through observation.
That's true. What's up, Lazy Bum? All right, then, brother. We got to get back to the show. I'm gonna holler at you later.
Undisputed edification.
All right, brother. Peace. Jimmy, what do you think about that?
Yeah. That was Dale's book publisher, huh?
One of them.
One of them.
Does Dale have a publisher yet?
Oh, come on. Now who's the comedian?
No, Maxie. Does Dale have a, because I'm gonna hook him up with my publisher.
With your publisher?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I can recommend him.
There you go.
I ain't saying they're gonna take him.
Right.
I don't know if he got. I don't know what the book is about. You know,
yeah.
Dale hasn't really came out and explained exactly what the book is about.
I don't think that Dale knows what the book is about. Yeah.
Dale said he almost finished with the book. How are you not gonna know what the book is about?
I know, but there hasn't been one inkling, one iota of, you know, it's going to be this, you know.
I think it's a biography.
There you go.
I don't know. I think it's a biography of all the trials and tribulations.
Trials and tribulations.
Yeah. I think it's all the trials and tribulations that the big Dale done went through, brother, and he's trying to bring that to light to help young America.
All
What's
right.
wrong with that?
You sound like Reverend Ike.
That's where I get it from.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm serious though. I think Dale is writing a book about some of the things that he's gone through in life. Because, you know, Dale he done been through some things, man, from what he told me. And I think Dale wants to put that in print.
Mm-hmm.
Dale is going to try to help the Jean Morants of the world.
Okay.
Don't play with guns.
Don't play with guns.
I think that's what he gonna do.
I love his real talk segments on Facebook are hilarious. You know, moments to remember by Dale. You know, oh my goodness.
What's wrong with Dale? Dale just laying it down, brother. You got to get off. You got to get off Dale, man. You on it too hard, man.
He said I've been bullying him. He's accused me of being a bully.
I know. Wait a minute. Kush just said Stephen A. went off on Ja. That's what Stephen A. Smith does. He's a fucking hitman for ESPN. No, I take it back. He's a hatchet man for ESPN. A hatchet man.
Who is that? Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
No.
You know, he said he went off on Ja. I'm like this, man. Josh Johnson. What's up, Josh? I think that's what Stephen A. is. A lot of times Stephen A. goes overboard on certain things and make them way more serious than they really are. There's nothing wrong with being serious, but sometimes he almost make it like the world is ending.
Right.
That I don't like so much. I think you can get your point across without making it look like a natural disaster sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I got a problem with that sometimes. That's just
over the top.
That's just me though. Not that he's saying anything wrong or something like that, but it can come off as. Then sometimes I get people need to hear things like that. Once I think about it, maybe that gets people attention in a certain way. I don't know. Frankly, I don't know. I'm just putting my 2 cents out there.
Yeah.
You know, but Ja Morant, what did he get? 25? He got 25 games from the league. And then I think the team gave him some more time or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was something like that, man. I was like, wow.
Damn.
You know, it is what it is, man. I mean, these kids, you know, basketball is business, man. Even though it's a game, it's still business.
Yeah.
Kush just said 25 games he'll miss next season. Kush, did the team give him some games also? Or is that just by the league? Because I heard that. How true it is, I don't know. And Baller says Adam Silver soft. Well, you can always go get Leroy Adams to run the league and see what happens then.
Who's Leroy?
Who? I don't know.
Oh, I can.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
You just throwing the name out there. Got you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Adam Silver seems to be a very sharp guy to me. I mean, 25 games, people don't realize that's money you don't get, bro. You don't get that back. That's 25 games because you know you get paid by the game. You know?
It's a big chunk.
And that's a big chunk of change, brother. Do need cricket championships, North America going on in Atlanta. 20 teams from Canada, U.S., Australia, India, Pakistan, and Tanzania. Thanks for that, Do Need. I really needed to know that. Appreciate it. Cricket championships. Okay. You know, I was watching Formula One. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. People from all over the world. I was watching Formula One in Canada, and I was watching IndyCar from Wisconsin. And this sucker hit me up by Tanzania? Really? What's going on in Tanzania? Really?
Ah,
I mean, no offense, dog, but I don't keep up with the sport of cricket, man. I think when I was in India, I think they played there, and I think when I was in Australia, do they play it in Australia? Or something like that. I remember seeing it on television, but
but I thought you and King Charles played way back when you did the England tour.
might have. Don't mean I knew what I was doing or what the game was. You know, I got sent out to do photo ops and radio stations and
I don't
TV
know.
stations. Hey, baby, I'm just a team player, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a team player. Whatever. I'm trying to get out of here with my health and get back to them there states. That's what I'm doing. You know, Bella say like to play it, but I can't watch it. I mean, you never know what you like until you really sit down and watch it. I remember the first time, Jimmy, I went to a live hockey game. A live hockey game? Brother, I was hooked. It ain't nothing like watching it on TV, bro. It was exciting, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've always looked a little bit, you know, on the highlights on ESPNs and, you know, a little here and there, like if you're flipping the stations, but watching it live, woo,
You know what?
man.
And if you talk to 10 out of 10, they say the same thing. You got to see it live. It's
Right.
totally different.
Right.
Totally different when you see it live.
Oh, my God, man. When you can hear them skates, Jimmy,
Yeah.
woo, 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 and hitting that ball, quack, quack. I was like, Lord, and then they hit each other against that glass gimmick, the glass wall. Oh, my God, bro. I was hooked. It was exciting, bro. I swear to God, I never get the first live hockey game. I've only been to a few, but the first one, I was hooked. Daniel says, Stevie, remember the Penske RRL cars from the early 90s? Those cars were fast. Penske cars are always fast, man. They fast now. You know, that guy won so many. He won the Indy 500 this year. A Penske car. Won the Indy 500 a few weeks ago. You know, Joseph Newgarden. Penske, bro, the man just know his thing, man. He been around for years, man. I think Penske got to be almost 90 years old now, man.
What?
Still going. Yeah, he got to be almost 90 years old now. He been around since the early 60s. Early 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if there ever was a wrestler or a manager that had a cricket gimmick. I doubt it. That sport is not popular enough here. I mean, they had a hockey guy. Remember they had Wild Bill Irwin. He was called the Goon. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. What about
How dumb was that?
yeah? What about Johnny Polo? What's his name?
Well, I guess you're right. Maybe that
Was he a
was
cricket
was
guy?
that cricket?
Yeah.
Polo is
what's the
more
guy's
like
name, Stevie?
polo
What's
is more like when you ride the horse.
Yeah.
And that's Raven.
Raven. Yeah. Didn't he
Yeah.
have some type of when he when?
But polo is when you ride the horse and hit the thing up with a horse.
Right. But wasn't it like Johnny Flamingo or something in WWE?
No, you had it right, Johnny Polo.
Was it Polo or something?
Yeah, it was Johnny Polo. Yeah.
I think we talked about this one time. What would your gimmick been had you gone? But we won't go back into that again. But what would my gimmick be for what? If you went to WWE, what type of gimmick? Because they're gonna give you something. They're gonna tag you with.
How would I know?
Yeah. But you notice the Road Warriors never wrestled in WWE. The LOD did.
The LOD.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
The Nature Boy never wrestled in WWE. Ric Flair did. They'll
Right.
do something to.
No, what it is those names sometimes are trademarked by the gimmicks they used to work for.
Yeah.
And I think the Road Warrior stuff was coming out of What was it?
Mel Gibson movie.
AWA.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's where they were formed at.
Yeah.
And the Legion of Doom was something that they attached to it.
Yeah.
But the Road Warriors was the original gimmick.
Well, I think it was the Road Warrior with Animal first on because
Right.
Ole brought him out, and
Right.
then they brought out Mike a couple of weeks later,
Right.
and I think they were all part of the Legion of Doom.
Right.
It was them, Bundy, Jake the Snake, and then they end up breaking up, but
Right.
but they were my partner. They'll tweak something about you, when they bring you up there.
That's Vince.
Yeah, I could
That's
see you with a
Vince.
John Shaft type gimmick.
Who knows, man? Who knows with those guys, man?
Yeah,
Who knows?
them 70 movies. Look
Yeah.
at Jive Turkey.
Yeah.
Look at I could see them doing
Yeah.
something like that with as you
Yeah,
have you
yeah.
walking and
That's what they do, bro.
yeah.
Dun, 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 dum, dum, dum. Something like that. How they used to have Slick come out, you know what I'm saying? A jive soul bro. I'm like, oh.
What you talking about, Slick?
But hey, man, it's a living.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what's his name's son, huh?
Huh?
That's Rufus R. Jones' son, huh? Slick.
Was it?
Yeah, that's his son.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Rufus R. Jones.
I know Rufus R.
Freight
Jones.
train, yeah,
Many
Slick.
times I've met Slick, I never knew Rufus R. was his father.
Yeah, Slick is his daddy. Yeah.
I did not know that, bro.
Yeah,
All these
Slick,
years,
but,
I
they
never
started
knew
out
that.
in Central States. He was a manager in Central States.
Right.
In the dying days,
Right.
and then he ended up in WWF. Well,
Oh
yeah.
my God, he was good, man. I
What a
ain't gonna
good-
lie.
I don't think you might not even recognize him. He's gained so much weight now. But
No, I seen him. How long ago was that? 19? I think it was 19. I seen him at a convention.
okay,
Trying to think of where it was.
probably was because
think
I
was
bet you in
I think I was
18.
in Florida. I think I was in Florida. I think I
Yeah,
was in Florida. And Calcutta just said that's his father. I didn't know that, bro.
yeah.
Many times I've met Slick, I never knew. I never knew how he got in the business, to be honest.
Yeah, he was a manager there, But I think they would have made you the son of Big Daddy Siki. You remember Big Daddy up in Canada? And I can see your ass coming out with blonde hair.
Now, you can
It's
see
like Bruce
somebody
Lee.
coming. You can see somebody coming out with blonde hair, but it wouldn't have been me. I'm gonna tell you that. Now. That probably would have been a gimmick with a nigga walking out with some blonde hair. Okay? But that nigga wouldn't have been me. Let's get that shit straight right now. You know what I'm saying?
What you said? You would have been somebody, but not you. Huh?
Now, you would have seen somebody, but it wouldn't have been me. It wouldn't have been Ray Dog. I'm gonna tell you
Blonde
right
hair,
now.
and the beard's still black. I can see it right now. Oh God.
Oh man.
That's what I always wanted to ask Michael Hayes. How do you get blonde hair and a black beard?
For you, he was the first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was the first one.
Blonde hair and how does that work?
Bass Street, Atlanta, GA. Bass Street in the whole USA. Remember that?
Oh God, he wanted to be a singer so bad. He wanted to be.
Mike could sing, man.
Yeah, but he wanted
Mike
to
could
be.
sing.
What's the guy? Van Halen. What's that group? Is it Van Halen with the guy with the blonde hair and Van Halen?
Oh, you're talking about David Lee Roth.
Roth. He wanted to be him so bad.
I guess you're right, man. I
He
never put
wanted to
two
be
and two
David Lee
together.
Roth so bad. Oh God,
What's up,
And that's-
Repo? I never put two and two together. You right. Cause David Lee was the man back in them days.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Bro, talking about a front man.
Oh
that
man.
was a front man now, brother.
Might as well jump. Oh, that damn thing came on every summer in 1984.
Oh my goodness, man.
Every summer.
David Lee was the man, bro. I mean, that boy was exciting to watch. You know what I'm saying? Even if the song wasn't good, you know. But
But you know who also was good, Stevie, during that time? But I didn't realize it in the '90s, and I guess because of the marketing stuff with certain people.
Who's that?
I was watching this. Johnny Gill was on Soul Train. That rub you the right way. Damn, could that kid dance back in the day? Shit.
Well, my sister just popped up on Facebook.
I'll tell her hello.
Jimmy said hello.
Tell her hello, man.
Go to Stevie Ray TV so you don't have to watch on Facebook. You can see the show live. That's to anybody out there. Gwen, what's going on, Gwen? These are people on Facebook that I'm not watching, but I still got my phone on, so people are still watching us on Facebook. I think everybody went over to Stevie Ray TV after I told them what was up. But my sister was just, go over to Stevie Ray TV, Benita, and you can see the show. But Calcutta said Michael was a good singer. If you ever watched the video, you can see Jimmy Garvin in the video.
Yeah.
That's how Jimmy became a fourth Freebird. Yeah, Michael could actually sing, man. And I'm glad he was able to put some of that into, like I said, Bad Street. I like that song, Bad Street in the whole USA.
The further down the block you went, the better it got. Oh, it was a good song. No, but he wanted to be David Lee Roth, man. He wanted that so
man.
bad.
You know what? I never put that two and two together like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Never put that together. Mike dancing and twitching.
Yeah.
Doing
let me put it to you this way: had he been up there in WWF in '84, he would have been huge, because Vince would have pushed that stuff. He would have had him on MTV and every damn thing else.
Oswald said he got the album.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw him when I went to the Great American Bash in '87 in Atlanta. The War Games.
Right.
And they did a concert, before the matches started.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, Michael Hayes, he was singing from his toes, he was into it, man. He was all over that stage. Oh yeah, you had to see it live. You had to see it live, Stevie.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, he wants to be David Lee Roth, and you could see it, And it's like, no, you're a wrestler, But I think he was friends.
He used to do the moonwalk. I remember that.
The moonwalk, all that shit, man.
I remember me and my brother were wrestling him and Johnny B. Bad.
Okay.
And somebody sent me this, old man. I don't even remember being in the ring with Michael P.S.A.
Right.
Is that crazy?
No, there's so many matches during that time, Stevie.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
There's so many
and
matches.
It's like the crowd was going crazy because Johnny was doing, the Little Richie gimmick, and he was doing the David Lee Roth type. And I didn't even realize it until you just brought that up.
Yeah.
And they came out together, and we had a hell of a match, man. A hell of a match. And I was sitting there looking at it. Somebody sent it to me on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy, I don't bit more remember that match than a man in the moon.
I can believe it.
And I'm looking at it like, I don't remember. I was like, golly, I don't remember this match. And it was like the main event, on WCW Saturday night. It was like the main event. And I was like, Lord Jesus Christ, man. And then it was another match with him and somebody else. I can't remember who the other match was. But people send me this kind of stuff.
No, it's a trip. It's a trip. Because I was looking at one day, and Steve Austin and Rick Rude were tag team partners. Huh? Yeah, it was just so much during that time period,
Yeah, I guess you're right, man. But I'm gonna tell you something, Jimmy. It threw me off.
Yeah.
Because I was always cool with Mike and super cool with Johnny.
Yeah.
and you know, you remember in the back going over matches. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. I don't even remember talking to. I don't remember talking to him.
Right.
I know I did though. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right, you saw, yeah,
I don't even remember one conversation with Michael P.S. Hayes, bro. But I know I did because hell, he was there. You know.
Yeah.
Golly, man, that messed me up, man, when I saw that. And I was like, what is? And they were like, here come Johnny B. Bad. I was like, okay, I remember some of the matches because I remember
Right.
fighting Johnny and Brian Pillman, Johnny and somebody else. We had a few matches with Johnny, man.
Yeah.
And but the Johnny and PS, I was like, wow.
But
Don't
you know
remember.
why? But you know why you don't remember it?
I don't know.
Because they didn't attach any storylines with important
Probably.
vignettes with it.
Probably.
In other words,
Probably.
that, you know, if we talk long enough, we'll somehow get around to the four horsemen breaking Dusty Rhodes' hand in the parking lot. See, things like that, you know, make you remember those things.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's just matches. It's just
I guess
matches.
you're right, man. But like I said, it was
just
a main
matches.
event, and I don't remember what happened. I think we had a disqualification or something like that. I can't even remember now.
Mhm.
But yeah, somebody sent me that on Instagram, man. And I was like,
Yeah. You're like, who?
No, I'm still trying to remember PS being in WCW at the same time I was there.
Yeah.
I don't even remember him. I remember when he was doing the gimmick in WWE. Remember he was calling himself
He looked like Rock Hudson or somebody. Doc Hendricks or something.
Doc Hendricks.
Doc Holliday.
Yeah, when he was
something,
doing
yeah.
the Doc Hendricks, I don't even remember him being in WCW. I
Yeah.
swear to God.
Yeah.
And I'm in the ring with him
In the ring, yeah.
a couple of times. Because one time we had a disqualification, so we had to do another match like a week later, which was probably taped on the same night or either the next night, you know. And he turned on Johnny B. Bad. If you see what I'm saying? He turned on Johnny, and me and my brother just left the ring, I think, because he's like, you know, he was saying something, you're trying to do that, rah, 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 you know, and he jumped on Johnny, and I guess they had a program coming up.
Right.
And he must have left right after that. But I swear to God, man, I don't remember Michael Hayes, man. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Other than us talking about him right now.
And you see how you saying that right now?
Uh-huh.
Somebody's talking to Craig Pitbull Pittman and what's his name? What was the guy that did the Heavy D gimmick? Yo baby, yo.
Yeah. PM News.
PM News. There you go. PM, yeah. And they're like, you was a wrestler? They don't even remember him. They don't even remember him. Because there was so much during that time period, man. There was so much.
Gron just said many people turned on Johnny B. Bad. You're right about that.
Yeah.
You're right about that, man. But I tell you, now when we had a match between him and Brian Pillman. Oh, brother, it was on. We had a hell of a fucking match, bro. We had a hell of a match, man. And yeah, I still remember. I remember we had a match with Brian Pillman and Chris Benoit. God rest both of their souls, man. And down in Disney.
See? Yeah.
Now I still remember those because we had a few matches with. Because some of these matches went on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The John B. Bad and PS, we didn't go on the road. It was just television. That's probably why I don't remember it so well.
Yeah, and Steve, who was the guy? Shit, I know you gonna know his name. Okay. It was like Sammy Hagar on steroids, and he wrestled there for about a week and a half. I mean, he had the curly blonde hair, and he's playing the guitar, and someone's trying to talk. What's that guy?
You talking about heavy metal Van Halen, something like that.
Yeah,
Heavy metal.
Yeah,
heavy metal.
look like Sammy Hagar, the curly hair.
Yeah.
You know,
it was heavy metal.
Yeah.
Help me out, Calcutta.
Calcutta know the guy's name. Shit, Van Hammer.
Van Hammer.
Van Hammer.
Jack just said, yeah.
God.
I knew it was Van something. Yeah, they tried to bite from the Hollywood. They tried to bite off the rock and roll guys and stuff like that.
Yeah, they brought the guy into the dressing room and they said he's gonna be the next Hulk Hogan and all this kind of shit. And oh God.
Oh no, he got the push for a minute.
That's what I'm saying. Right. You know, and
Roadblock, State Patrol, Jimmy Graffiti, Loch Ness, Hard Body Harrison, Hard Work,
Hard Body
Walker,
Harrison. Oh God.
Jumping Joey Max, Glacier, Maestro, Men at Work, PN News, Kaz Hayashi, Rough and Ready, them were my boys. Rag and Ruffles. I don't remember. Lightning Foot, Jerry Flynn. Jerry was my boy. Renegade, Van Hammer. Damn, dude, he know more than people in the business than I remember.
Renegade.
Golly.
Remember they had Renegade beat Arn Anderson.
Right?
Yeah, it was some crazy shit back in the day, man. You know. But you know what
Max
did you say?
Payne. Turned on Johnny B. Bad. Oh man, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about J.D. Souther. Oh no, we got it, Calcutta, by now. We got it. Johnny B. Bad. Growing up, we thought Johnny B. Bad was black. Hell, Oz Walter, I'm black and I thought he was black. What you talking about? They had everybody fooled.
That's a good joke. I'm black and I thought he was black.
I ain't lying. I had Johnny on the show and I said, you might be the first try. You know what I'm saying? I said, you might be the first tri-racial person in the history of professional wrestling. Not biracial, tri-racial. Because I said, you black, white, and Jewish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's what I told him last year. And when I saw him in Charlotte, I told him, you know, I said, I talk about you on stage. I said, you haven't lived until you've seen you think you've seen it all in life. Wait till you meet a Jewish man from New York pretending to be a black man from Macon, Georgia. Then you've seen it all.
Macon, Georgia.
He laughed his ass off when I told him that. I said, yeah, you think you've seen it all until you meet a Jewish man from New York pretending to be a black man from Macon, Georgia. He had to laugh at it, you know.
Oh my God, man! Yeah. I remember he invited us to his home, man. I think I told you about that.
Hey, you told me that story.
It was my brother's birthday, and we was talking to Rena. Rena was telling us how when she go to the beauty shop, all the women in the beauty shop would be asking her about her black husband. You know what I'm saying? But she couldn't expose the gimmick. You know what I'm saying? It was so funny, some of the stuff she was saying.
And then she was probably serious as a heart attack too.
Oh no, brother! It had us on the floor. That's
what I'm saying. That's what you know. No, she's telling you, but you laughing. I could see it.
I was like, word? And she was like, oh man, when I go to the beauty shop or somebody and everybody knows Johnny's my husband and brother, she's like them women. It's like what you see on some of these housewife shows. You know what I'm saying? Or I Love Lucy. You know. And some of the stuff they were been acting, I'm like, bro, they ain't got no shame. None. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can't get into what she was saying. You know, I don't do that. But it was crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine the conversation. I can imagine.
Huh?
I can imagine the conversations, yeah. Yeah.
Woo, man, bro. Oh, my God, bro. I've never exposed what she said, but it was funny.
You don't have to.
So funny.
I can see it in your face. I know what you're gonna say, so we ain't gonna say it here. Yeah, this is straight talking, but we don't want to get that damn straight.
Oh my goodness, brother. Boy, I was like, okay. And me and my brother was just sitting there dying laughing some of these quotes.
Oh yeah.
Unquotes that they was asking them, because everything they wanted to know about a black man, they went to her. And you just imagine some of the stuff, man. And I'm like, wow, these women ain't got no shame, Jimmy. None.
It's like the woman, the fan that went up to Jim Ross back in the 70s. She says, Andre the Giant, I just got to know. She wanted Jim Ross to go into the shower and take a picture of Andre while he was showering. She was going to give give him like $100 or something. This is back in
my
1974 or something like that.
Oh my God!
But she said, "I just got to know."
I got
said, so,
to
I know
know
which direction you're about to go in, but you don't want. I understand.
Oh no!
Yeah, man.
But hey, guys, out there in Facebook land, I gotta get ready to get out of here. I forgot to turn the phone off tonight, so I'm glad you guys rode along on the. Excuse me. I can feel the bananas that I eaten coming up. But you guys tune in tomorrow night. But I got to get out of here right now. Peace. Yeah, Jimmy.
But no, we gotta throw a couple
man.
more names in before we get off the air.
What's that?
Motor City Madman. You remember Motor City Madman? He was big old guy from Detroit, and he was gonna beat the tar to Lex Luger, and the match lasted 5 minutes on one of the
I
Clash
don't.
of the Yeah, Cal Carter, no. Motor City Madman. You know, Man Mountain Rock. Remember him? He was
Actually,
man.
I don't.
But that's
I
why you don't remember
man.
all this stuff, because there was so much going on during that time, you know?
I swear to God, man, all this stuff you telling
See,
me,
Man Mountain Rock. See, they were a tag team. Oh, man.
Oh, he said that was original Max Payne. That's probably why I don't remember.
Max Payne! That's him. Oh. They
That's
got
probably
good
why I
memories,
don't
man.
remember.
Yeah, I'm
I
saying,
swear
bro.
to God.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't remember, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you
But
see
like I
that-
said, some of these things I never really concentrated on, so it's kind of hard for me, man.
Okay, well, when I tuned in before you put me on air, you were saying something about being you because people want to accept you otherwise, and we're laughing about this shit, but that's exactly what WCW was doing back in that time period.
Right.
They were trying to be WWF, and they don't have the mind.
Didn't know how.
They don't have the
They
mind.
were trying to go to that next level, but they still had a wrestling mentality, not an entertainment business mentality,
Right.
TV mentality. But you know, it was what it was. Billy Jack was black blood. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Man, Hitman. I don't remember, man. Maybe I've been hit on the head with too many chairs.
No.
I think a lot of stuff been knocked out of me. Then again, maybe I'm suffering from an acute case of amnesia because I wanted it gone out of my head. I don't know. But Jimmy, we gotta get out of here, man. Any parting words, brother?
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on tonight, man. My mom called me earlier today, and my grandfather died, 98 years old.
Oh wow.
So
Sorry to hear that, Jimmy.
Yeah, man. It was it's a lot of years though. But anyway, I needed the show to kind of pick me up, man. So thanks for having me on, and
That's what the show is about, man.
2 weeks from now, brother. Be one. Bro.
All right, man. Be one. For my man Jimmy Tibbs, I'm Stevie Ray. This is your world's most dangerous podcast. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. We will have Sonny Ono back on the show. Why, I don't know. But he'll be back. It is what it is. Peace. And be one.